Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brian Asamoah. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Hamler now on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Let's go now.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Herbert off of play action. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eagle pressure, 2 hits this time. Down he goes. A.J. Terrell, the one who shot in there to drop the QB.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw.
I think the ball is starting to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
In motion left, the tight end. Montgomery is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On second down, Etienne once more. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 35 now.
That's often a surprise to the defensive guys when they see the big fat slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. Just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Montgomery back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Etienne up the middle. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Another tote for Etienne, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Travis Etienne, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert, he's got Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Montgomery with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
19 strikes.
They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
After the turnover, here's Herbert on the move to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The cover is strong, and now it's 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will even our score at 21. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, You have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
2nd and 4. They'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And some room to work. Dances by him. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. This one swung out to Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First down, Saints.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. Short throw to Dissler. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And a catch right side by Evans. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hoffman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to 60, back to 60, 65 catch, 65 catch, trap 50, trap 60, Mustang 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right there, hurt.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete. Etienne out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Herbert to throw. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, with a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first throw here in overtime. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoffman. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell, nice play to get in there and drop him.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, we know they like to get him the ball in space there, an underneath route. Get it to him, let him make some people miss. Turned out to be a big play in overtime.
Did it ever. And let's face it, it's a league of matchups. That's what you want. Get a running back into space, as you talked about. Put the ball on him and let him do the work afterwards. And that time, it worked really well.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, if ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect him to attack on defense and not sit back.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the game winner in OT. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, And that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.
So for Philadelphia, the